what's good, y'all's guys? This is how you make beats like Y and Rex. Let's go. So I'm a couple weeks late to this one. Rex just dropped Winter Circle, like his debut album or whatever. Ton of stuff produced by Y, ton of stuff produced by Rex. We're gonna make some in that style. Let's get it, let's go. And this is not gonna be no regular tutorial. I have credentials. Yo, last video I made that was a Majin's Rex tutorial, the loop got used by Majin's. And this is what it sounds like. Plus, a few months ago, I dropped my stash kit and Rex literally bought that shit. If you want to check it out, link in the description is $10, and plus there's a free trial if you're not trying to spend no money. That's enough talking though, let's get to the beat. You know I'm telling you. Yeah. Who is that? So let's start with BPM. If you're anywhere in the 140 to the 160 range, you're good. I'm gonna start at 150. So I'm gonna start out with some chords. The first thing that Y usually uses is Xenology. First thing is, Y very rarely does like, you know, triad chords or chords where there's only 3 or 4 notes. It's usually like 5 or 6 of them. And a chord I see Y start out with a good amount is a chord like this. And in this chord, you just put down the bass note and then go up 3, and then go up 4, and then go up 3, and then go up 2, and then go up 3. And then you have your chord. And then from here, just going by feeling, like putting down stuff that is in the scale and then just sticking with what sounds good. So let's go. So I got some stab chords laid out, and the sound is this Sorry preset from the Michi Xenology bank, and this is what it sounds like. And a huge thing in these Rex Y beats is layering. Layering sounds is probably the most crucial part of these beats, so we're gonna get to layering. Let's go. So I just did some layering, literally copy and pasted the melody that we made into different sounds. I got this Glassy Keys preset, this fake Sorry for the Delay preset, and this C64 preset from Hive. For Xenology, these banks that I'm using are literal banks that Y uses according to his Discord. So I got these courtesy of the Y Discord. Shout out to the Y Discord. And I tweaked a couple things with the synth sound. All I did was I turned off the delay and I turned up the cutoff all the way right here. And that made it so that it is the exact preset that Y uses in some of his beats. And then I grabbed the Screenery Bell preset and I just laid out a super repetitive pattern. Sounds like this. And for that high preset we used, I lengthened all the notes in the piano roll, so it sounds like this. So we're gonna remake that signature wah lead sound in 3x oscillator. This is a stock FL plugin, so if you have FL Studio, you have this plugin. I was thinking about making a Patreon where I just upload all the presets and sounds that I use in these videos, so let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. But I'm gonna go through this preset pretty fast, so if y'all wanna pause, go ahead. This quartz knob should be at -24 for all of them, and then we're gonna select this little squiggly for the top two and then the dice for the bottom, and then you're gonna press this settings icon, and then we're gonna go to the envelope tab, square this thing off so everything's down except for the hold, and then put the attack just a tiny bit up, and then we're gonna go to this pitch tab. We're gonna put the attack down, or the attack up a little bit, and then this speed knob down, and then this should be that signature wah lead sound. Son, this shit is so accurate. If you're gonna be making like wah style leads, then you have to leave space in between notes. That is just so crucial to the bounce, and wah does it all the time. As you can see here in this lead pattern, I just have like so many spots where I have like cutouts before the next note, and that's, like I said, for the bounce. I would recommend that you don't do it for every single note unless you think it sounds good. If you think it sounds good, go for it, but like leave in some notes where, you know, it's like stretched out a bit. But yeah, this is what the lead sounds like. And wah will usually put a bass in his melodies, and sometimes it'll be a square bass, which is actually going to be the same exact sound as I just showed you with the lead, just pitched down. So if you go down, this is the same exact sound. It's going to be a bass sound. And a little sauce for these leads. These are plugins that wah uses himself. These kilohertz plugins. If you go on the Kilohertz website, you can get these for free. You don't even gotta go on like no sketchy Russian website. This Haas plugin kind of makes the lead just sound like a little bit wider, so I'll let you hear it with and without. And then this delay plugin obviously just adds a delay, but you can mess with the time signature, which makes it super easy. All these knobs, and it just gives it a super clean delay sound, so it sounds like this. Let's add some drums. Just wrapped up the drums. I'm gonna give you all a quick breakdown. So first I started out with these two open hats, just this trap open hat and then this other open hat. And the trap open hat I had hidden on the one of every 2 bar, and this other one I kind of just like added to give it a bit more bounce. And then I'm gonna play that with this chant that I added. It's just this double chant, and I added that at the same place every 2 bar. So it sounds like this. And then I added in this hi-hat. It's just a 2-step with some rolls, and I cut out some notes as well, but really just rolls where I saw fit, and sounds like this. And then we got the most generic clap pattern ever, and I had 2 snare patterns in this beat. I had this one accent snare, just like 1 or 2 notes every 2 bar, just accenting the clap, and then I had this snare roll at the end, and I'll let this play out for y'all. and then I had the 808. The 808 sound I used is this pretty plain 808. Nothing too crazy going on. But the main thing I tried to keep in mind was keeping the drums bouncy and also adding variation, because you don't want this shit to get boring. So to add bounce, similar to what we did with the hi-hats and the lead, I just cut out some parts of the notes before the next note so that there was like a little gap of silence. And then, like I said, variation with the notes. I pitched this down an octave. This is literally pretty much the same exact thing as I had here. Just pitched it down an octave for variance. Just like simple stuff like that so that the beat doesn't get too repetitive. And to make sure the bass and the 808 didn't clash, I added an EQ to the bass, just EQing out some of the lower frequencies so that the 808 had space to hit in the mix. So everything together sounds like this. Now we go and range it real quick. I just arranged the beat. I'm gonna break it down for y'all real quick. Arrangement for these type of beats, I feel like is pretty simple, just because there's so much layering going on that you can just like take out a sound here, take out a sound there, and you're good on variation. But the way I like to arrange beats is I'll do like a little pre-hook with the melody or just like subtle drums, and then I'll go into the drop. Like I got the chorus here, and then like the little verse section, I guess, and then chorus again, verse again. Yeah. But as you can see, I'm just going through, taking out sounds here and there, just like trying to make different sections so that, again, things don't get so repetitive and the beat is fun to listen to. And that's gonna be the beat, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed or learned something, hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Crazy amount of y'all aren't subbed. I would love it if y'all sub. And also make sure y'all comment other tutorials y'all want to see. Follow my Instagram, join the Discord, buy the drum kit. I love y'all so much. This has been Gas. I'm out. Peace.